Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this video, we will discuss about vector operations. Generally, we have two types of operations. The first one is addition or subtraction, and the second one is multiplication of vectors. In this video, we will discuss about addition or subtraction. To do this, we have two methods. First one is analytical and the second one is geometrical method. In this video, we will mainly discuss about geometrical method. In that, we will discuss about triangle law of vector addition and parallelogram law of vector addition. So let's start.
Now let's discuss about our first method of addition of vectors, that is triangle law of vector addition. For this, consider two non-zero vectors and name them as A bar and B bar. The angle between these two vectors be theta. Now let's add these two vectors. Consider a vector in the forward direction like this and name it as A bar. Consider the another vector in the forward direction and name it as B bar. These two vectors represents the two sides of a triangle. The angle between these two vectors remain constant, that is theta. The third side of this triangle represents the resultant, that is R bar. Hence, from the definition of the triangle law of vector addition, if two non-zero vectors can be represented by the two sides of a triangle taken in same order, then their resultant is represented by the third side of the triangle taken in opposite direction. Let's move to the subtraction of the vectors. For subtraction, we have to take any one of the vector in the negative direction. Here I am taking the vector B bar in the negative direction. The angle between these two vectors be theta. The third side of the triangle represents the resultant, that is R bar equals A bar minus B bar. Now let's know about the opposite direction or opposite order of the resultant vector. If we take the two vectors in the same direction and also the resultant vector is also in the same direction, this makes a continuous triangle which cannot be possible. Hence we have to take the resultant vector in the opposite direction to the two non-zero vectors. Now let's know about the resultant vector in detail. For that, consider two non-zero vectors A bar and B bar. The angle between these two vectors be theta and the resultant vector R bar equals A bar plus B bar. The resultant vector R bar has two quantities, namely magnitude and direction. The magnitude of the resultant vector will be R equals A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, and direction is tan alpha equals A sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. Let's learn about the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector in detail. To calculate the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector, consider the above figure like this and draw a perpendicular line like this. This represents a triangle and name it as O, M and N. Let X be the height of this triangle and Y be the length of this triangle. Hence, from this figure, we can write from the triangle OMN, we have sin theta equals opposite by hypotenuse, which is equal to X by B. From this, we can take the value of X, that is X equals B sin theta. Name it as equation number 1. Similarly, we can have cos theta equals base divided by hypotenuse, which is equal to Y by B. From this, by taking the value of Y, that is Y equals B cos theta, and name it as equation number 2. We have alpha as the angle between the resultant vector and the vector A bar. The triangle PMN represents a right angle triangle, and by applying the Pythagoras theorem to this triangle, we will get r square equals x square plus a plus y whole square. Name it as equation number 3. From equation number 1 and 2, we have the value of x and y. By substituting the value of x and y in the equation number 3, we will get r square equals b square sin square alpha plus a plus b cos square alpha. By simplifying this, we will get the value of r square as r square equals a square plus b square plus 2ab cos alpha. By simplifying, r equals under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos alpha. This represents the magnitude of the resultant vector r bar. Similarly, from the triangle PMN, we have tan alpha equals x divided by a plus y. Considering this as equation number 4, from equation number 1 and 2, by substituting the value of x and y in equation number 4, we will get tan alpha equals b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. From this, alpha equals tan inverse of b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. This represents the direction of the resultant vector r bar.
Now let us discuss about parallelogram law of vector addition. To understand this, let us take an example of a river in which a boat is moving. Here, the water is moving in this direction and the boat is moving in this direction. Since the water is pushing the boat in the direction of it, the boat will not reach to the expected final point. Rather than, it will change its direction and it will go in this direction and reach to the new final point. Here, since we are getting the resultant velocity by the effect of water velocity and boat velocity both, we are adding these two velocities to get the resultant. So here, to add these two vectors, we are applying parallelogram law of vector addition. So consider the velocity of boat like this and name it as a bar, and velocity of like this and name it as b bar. Now, by replicating the vectors that are a bar and b bar like this as shown in the figure, we will get a parallelogram. Now, by joining the 2 points of this parallelogram where the tails and heads of both vectors are connected, we will get the resultant vector like this, which is the addition of vectors a bar and b bar, and which is also called as diagonal of parallelogram. The magnitude and direction of this resultant vector can be calculated by same formulae which are used in triangle law. Now we can define the parallelogram law of vector addition of two vectors. So to define this, let us draw a diagram which we have discussed previously. Now let's start drawing. So now we can define the parallelogram law of vector addition. We can say that if two vectors acting at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram draw from a same point, then their resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by diagonal of parallelogram draw from the same point. So this is the definition of parallelogram law of vector addition. Thank you.